Hello everybody, Drevian Productions here, and today I'm going to be doing a Tom and Jerry DVD collection, so please enjoy. The first DVD that we'll be looking at is the 1992 Tom and Jerry the Movie, and the DVD itself was released in March 12th, 2002. I think I'm I think I got this on Amazon. I believe that I got this on Amazon maybe. Probably back in 2015 or 16. I couldn't even really remember. And I have seen the movie a couple of skits, despite that I didn't even see the rest of the movie. And by the way, the 1992 version of the Tom and Jerry movie was an enormous box office flop. And it is a critical failure. So, yeah, that's definitely that all that I could say here. It looks like I might have to go back and see it again. So, yeah, that's the 1992 Tom and Jerry the Movie DVD released in March 12th, 2002. Now let's move on to four kids' favorites Tom and Jerry Adventures. I got this DVD back in 2016 at my local Walmart, and I enjoyed one of them, especially the Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars. Now, we got Tom and Jerry Tales Volume 5, Tom and Jerry's Magic Misadventures, Tom and Jerry the Magic Ring, and of course, Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars. Anyway, here's the front, side, and the back itself. And what it says here, it says 4 fun-packed adventures with Tom and Jerry. So we get Tom and Jerry Tales Volume 5, Tom and Jerry Magical Misadventures, and then Tom and Jerry The Magic Ring, and of course, Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars. And like I said, this 4-pack DVD was released in 2016. So, I'll go ahead and open it. So here's Tom and Jerry Tales Volume 5. And then Tom and Jerry Magical Misadventures. And then Tom and Jerry The Magic Ring. And of course, Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars. Yeah, that's all of them. So yeah, that's the Tom and Jerry Adventures for kids' favorites. Very happy that I still had it to this day. Now let's move on to Tom and Jerry's Spotlight collection that I got back in 2020. So here's Tom and Jerry in their fancy clothes, and this is really amazing. So here's the front, side, and the back itself. Producing Tom and Jerry cartoons for 20 years was for me and one continuous labor of love, William Hanna. And then their contents right there, so you can pause it if you need to. And of course, special features, like the 2 documentaries of how Bill and Joe met Tom and Jerry, as well as some other things like Jerry dances with Gene Kelly in Anchors Away, and a swimming dream sequence with Esther Williams in Dangerous When Wet. I never know about these 2 movies, but I only know about these sequences. And I believe this DVD was released in 2004, apparently. So here's disc 1 and disc 2. And that's the Tom and Jerry Spotlight Collection. Sorry that I got myself a little bit distracted for a little bit. Alright, now let's get on to the last DVD that I have, which is the 2021 Tom and Jerry the Movie. And you may remember that I posted on the community post that I got this along with the second Thompson Friends motorized Kenji. So, yeah, so there's Tom shaped like a pencil, and then Jerry just spraying mustard on him, and in a hot dog and pencil stand, and then the cast itself, like Chloe Grace Moretz, Michael Pena, Colin Jost, Rob Delaney, and Ken Jeong. And on the top here, DVD plus digital code. So here's the front, side, and the back itself. And it says, Best of Enemies, Worst of Friends. And then you could pause this if you really wanted to read this. And then some shots from the movie. And then a special feature like the gag reel. And then there's Tom riding on the skateboard and chasing Jerry, of course, even though the skateboard was seen in the movie by this point. And also, it could have been a lot better for the DVD release to have the scene selections and, of course, more deleted scenes like what they did to the Blu-ray version. But oh well. So, you may remember in my review that I just gave it a 10.10 out of 10. So, changing rating for just 6 out of 10. Anyway, so there's Warner Brothers, Warner Animation Group, and some other stuff like that. And then there's the disc itself, and it's yellow, unlike the Blu-ray version, which has the red one. And then there's this digital code thing right there. And on the back, it says, thank you for the purchase. Build your digital collection with this limited edition sale only in the USA. And movies like Detective Pikachu, Smallfoot, the Lego Movie 2, the second part, and of course, Storks. I know some of those movies like Detective Pikachu, Smallfoot, the Lego Movie 2, the second part. I only know these 3 movies, but not Storks, so what's the point by knowing it anyway? So, check out these movies. More from, like, about $7.99, $7.99. And, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's it. So, that is the Tom and Jerry the Movie 2021 DVD. And there you have it, folks. My Tom and Jerry DVD collection. And it's kind of good that I had 4 DVDs, or if I could just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 DVDs, even though it kind of counts because I do have the 4 kids' favorite of Tom and Jerry Adventures, so maybe I can count as 7 DVDs. So, yeah. This is a really good and a nice collection for me. And here's hoping that I will get the Tom and Jerry Show DVDs, as well as more Tom and Jerry Tales DVDs, and etc. And I hope to get a few more Tom and Jerry DVDs in the near future. But for now, this will suffice. Well, that wraps up for the Tom and Jerry DVD collection. And yeah, I thank you for watching. Just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Anyways, this is Drevian Productions signing off.